Passengers always have rights. They have the right to take their business to carriers that respond to their needs in ways that are more favorable than the competitors do. The final analysis is, people who have a better product to offer will be more successful. Having said that, airlines fail usually when it comes to communications. There are a variety of factors that are outside of airline control. That could be weather, air traffic control, competitive responses, emergency situations. And acknowledging that these situations are out of our control, the best thing that we can do is communicate accurate information and timely information to our customers. And that's historically where we failed. The best example of our success is if the person who's flying on our aircraft don't realize it. The best attribute of our success would be the person gets off the flight and writes or takes away a good feeling for the brand partner that we're representing. Having said that, our philosophy has always been about hiring the best people, giving them the best training, and providing them the best tools to work with so that they can be successful with our guests on board. And we've certainly accomplished that with the Embraer 70 to 100 seat products. Passengers are smarter today than they ever have been because they're sharing their experiences through the internet, whether that's through chat rooms or blogging sites. There's simply no end of information that's available. And for both good and bad, when we have good experiences, those experiences are available in cyberspace for people to see, and of course the negative experiences are also immediately available. I think the passengers that we care the most about do. The bulk of revenues in North America are actually generated on a fairly finite percentage of business travelers. And these travelers are very savvy, and they understand who the operators are, what equipment types that they fly, and they understand where they're going to get the best possible experience for their money. I'm not sure they're familiar with it when they make their purchase decision today. Certainly they're aware of it when they board the aircraft. There's that wow factor when you enter the cabin of an Embraer 170 or 175, and your expectation is a regional jet, and what you find is a very seamless mainline service experience. If we can communicate with the customer in a way that allows them to register that they're flying on something that is different and allow them to understand what that difference is, then yes, I do think that customers, when all things are equal, will clearly choose to take a product that has a better in-flight experience. Whether that's the ability to get your overhead bags actually in the overhead bin as opposed to have to stick them under your feet, or being able to sit in the seat comfortably and access the aisles and access the facilities of the airplane without compromise. Absolutely, we believe that the customer will choose that product experience over a less competitive alternative. Certainly, we've seen a very painful process of restructuring in North America over the past 5 years. And in that process, we've seen a significant number of airline employees that have been effectively taken out of the customer service aspects, with a noticeable decrease in the service that has been offered. So I think expectations historically have been reduced. Now, having said that, that doesn't make it right. And as airlines are restructuring and perhaps moving out of bankruptcy and into their going concern business models, I absolutely believe that the focus will return to the customer and to the passenger experience. Market segmentation is key to success, especially in a very competitive marketplace such as we have here in North America. The concept that sourcing new areas of revenue development are somehow out of bounds or out of step perhaps with historic norms, well, that just doesn't work anymore. I think airlines have to be open to generating new revenue sources above simply increasing ticket prices, and recognizing that certain services and products have value to customers and some don't. Perhaps now is as good a time as any to start to develop those alternative revenue sources. each of our network partners has a different philosophy on how to use this airplane to its best success. We have one partner, for example, that actually believes we should have maximum density, and so they fill the aircraft up with as many seats as it can hold, and they find that to be a successful use of the plane. We have several other partners that differentiate their service in multi-class, both first class and coach, as well as economy plus. And again, this allows them to utilize the airplane and segment the markets that they fly in ways to maximize their revenue. But what really intrigues us as of late is we're actually seeing some of our partners move away from the express branding concept and simply allowing the airplane to operate as the network carrier brand. And in this way, they're telling the customer there is no difference whatsoever in the experience that you'll receive, whether it's an Airbus or whether it's an Embraer product. And we find that very refreshing and very exciting.